Oh,
Now we're live.
hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to ComicsPriceGuide.com presents Tales from the Geek. I am Aaron the Mechanic.
I'm just Bobby.
You're just Bobby cleaning your glasses.
What are you talking about? I definitely was totally ready for the podcast immediately. What are you saying? That's
100%
craziness.
ready. 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely have everything I need right now.
We do have news, we do have some comics, but first, we have an exciting announcement. We're doing our annual Halloween costume contest.
Yeah.
Let me clarify: costume or decorations, if you prefer to show off your house.
That's also really fun.
That's pretty cool. So,
Yeah.
how you participate? Send the pictures to us in private Facebook Messenger on Tales from the Geek. Make sure to give us your email address as well. And then on November 1st, you have to send them. You have to send them by
November.
Yeah, by November 1st, 11:59 p.m. CST. And then on November 5th, on the 5th, we're then going to post them on our Tales from the Geek page on Facebook and get all of your friends to love it, share it with them, because by November 14th, you've got 9 days to get as many likes and loves. We will be announcing the winner. So, the top 2 pictures could win.
That's going to be a lot of fun. And look, I get a gift from Rick every year, and they are always great. And I always know that I'm getting the gift, whereas the contest winners, they're getting
the real gift. They're getting all the gifts.
Package. It's crazy. Yeah. So yeah, have fun with everybody. It's going to be great.
It is. It will. So we are looking forward. It's one of my favorite times of the year is to see what everybody gets into and what's your favorite costume to wear. We'll see what Xavier ends up being. He's saying now he might want to be Mario, but I already ordered his Spider-Man costume. And I'm going to be Spider-Gwen. So
look, Mario's awesome, and I love Mario, but let it be Mario in like a couple years when the Chris Pratt shenanigans is like died down.
That's a good call. That's a good call. See, there we go. Well, also, I think once he gets the Spider-Man outfit, he'll just be so excited he won't even care.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a pretty good. It's a pretty good costume. It's a lot of
fun. So let's switch things up a bit. We're gonna start with comics.
What? I'm not ready. I don't have any. What am I? I'm kidding, guys. I got it. What are you talking about?
He's like, "What? You always ready?"
She lies. She lies.
He's like, "What am I talking about today?"
The number of times I've had to pull all of this together in 30 minutes is not fun. Let's go with that, I guess.
It's a blast.
But first up, we have Namor the Submariner. New comic coming out of Marvel this week, and it is set a century from now, where radiation, war with the Kree, and climate change has rendered most of land uninhabitable, and most surface dwellers are dying.
What's that Aqua movie where
it's Waterworld, baby, and Namor is king.
Thank you. Glad you get my random references so I don't sound so crazy.
No, absolutely. I love it. And yes, he is absolutely king of the planet now, so has a lot of fun there. But yeah, Namor, coming out because the big Namor movie, the big Namor event in Black Panther 2 is coming out in the movie. Gonna be a lot of fun to see him there. Gonna be a lot of fun to see him on the page too. So have fun, guys. And then also coming out of Marvel, we have Punisher, another war journal. This is Punisher War Journal Brother. Punisher's war on crime has been ridiculous, especially as he has been the head of the Assassins of the Hand for a while. Look, people have tried to kill him. We're talking Lady Bullseye. We're talking Lord Deathstrike. Every assassin out there. But this is the Punisher. The man is a Terminator, practically.
Don't use that term lightly.
Yeah, right. I mean, he is still technically blooded, flesh and blood. But honestly, it's Frank Castle. Nobody is gotten through to him. So, governments, crime bosses, and terrorist organizations have all gotten together and put out a bounty Open to anyone, open for everyone. 500 million for the person who kills Punisher. But there's one face from his past who is there for more than just money. It's going to be interesting.
More than just money? What?
Yeah. I know, right? In the dark criminal underworld of like the Punisher side of Marvel's universe, money is pretty important. So,
yeah. I mean, even in today's just world.
Sure, but like, I don't want to talk about today's just world.
That's true. Yeah. Let's get back into the Punisher's world. Actually, let's move on to the next.
Let's move. Let's go to Wakanda. Let's leave. Wakanda has made the declaration that the Black Panther is no longer welcome. He is not welcome within the proud nation. Who is it without its king? It's an exciting new miniseries. Each issue will be focusing on a different fan favorite character. We are first starting off with Shuri. And she is proving that though Wakanda no longer has a Black Panther within the borders, doesn't mean Wakanda is without heroes. She once was the Black Panther. She has always been one of the Black Panther's most genius people. She is a hero. And now we are going to, and there's going to be a side backup story called History of the Black Panther, which is going to show off everyone who has ever worn the mantle throughout the kingdom's history. So that'll be fun. And then finally, moving on to the other side, we have DC with its postage stamps. Everyone knows my frustration. Batman Incorporated is back, baby, but this time it's not being run by Bruce Wayne, but by Ghostmaker. Ghostmaker is a new character. He's been a lot of fun coming out of Batman, and the team's detective skills and their trust issues are going to have to be brutally put to the test as someone is murdered from both Batman and Ghostmaker's past. Is this an isolated event sending a message to the two of them, or is this the start of something darker and more sinister? Hint, hint, it's comics. It's always bigger than you think it is. The all-star creative team of Ed Brisson and John Timms chart a new future for Batman Incorporated in a new ongoing series. So a lot of fun to be had here.
You're welcome, Bobby, because I almost just jumped into song about High School Musical, and this is the start of something new because I just couldn't stop myself. But I did stop myself. So
you did stop yourself.
You're welcome.
I personally am fascinated by the High School Musical phenomenon because there's like High School Musical, the movie, the band, the camp, the movie. Like it's like a meme at this point that they are playing with, and it's insane. And I don't know how to deal with it. I don't know why I somehow just missed the High School Musical cutoff.
I did too. I mean,
it's weird.
My sister was in it. My little sister was Sharpay in it. But so it was like just a few years below me. That
you and
like,
me.
If you were in high school, you might have ended up doing High School Musical, the musical. And but I missed that. But it was on Disney Channel when I was in high school, and like I watched it and I liked the music from it, but I never actually was in the musical.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so totally fair. Totally
I know the dance from it, so there's that.
Yeah, it's a good dance. It's a good dance. It's a ridiculous world, but it's a good dance. All right. Next up, we have Back to Fairtalia. 20 years ago, childhood friends found a magical doorway to Fairtalia, an enchanted realm full of wizardry and wonder. But nowadays, they are a bunch of self-absorbed adults who don't believe that it ever happened until a talking squirrel and a chainsaw-wielding fairy show up on their doorsteps.
Seems about right. In
a fast-paced quest, they must save the realm from unspeakable evil, but the gang has to evade wicked witches, battle orcs, ogres, and break into Cinderella's castle while suffering through farts, skimpy outfits, and several musical numbers. Good luck with Happily Ever After. I just thought it was funny. I liked the concept.
It is hilarious.
Yeah, and we have,
but, chainsaw-wielding fairies. What do you expect?
Yeah, we have what is clearly not Bugs and Daffy Duck.
Oh my gosh, but totally.
Not
Bugs and Daffy.
Yeah, and then we've got the aliens. Like, I love the references just in this, cover.
Yep.
Like, that's a dark mode Puff the Magic Dragon.
Yep.
So it'll be a lot of fun. I think it'll be definitely worth
This
some
is
people's time to see where
hilarious.
it'll go. Yeah. And then the
Looks like
rest of our
Coyote
titles.
too.
The rest of our titles this week will be mature audiences intended.
Ooh,
So
watch
keep
out,
an eye
Xavier.
out. First up, we're coming out of Mad Cave Studios. Cullen Bunn is writing a new horror story where Dr. Nick Shaw is an honest doctor trying to help people, but one day when a patient gets out of control, flashbacks come to his mind and he recalls past memories he has kept hidden away. He decides to join Doctors Without Borders and go to Honduras. But his past is still calling as a serial killer is on the loose in the small town. His flashbacks intensify, and is it becoming clearer? Was Nick meant to come here? Was all of this part of the killer's plan? Find out what Nick has been repressing all of these years and why.
And this is a mature title?
It's Cullen Bunn. The answer is yes.
Yes. I mean, it looks so quaint on the front. You just never know.
Oh, yeah.
It's called A Legacy of Violence, so I guess.
Yeah, A Legacy of Violence. Next up, we have Hitomi. In feudal era Japan, a drifter with no prospects begins training in secret under Yasuki, a once famous disgraced warrior, as she struggles to find her place in a society entrenched in discrimination and violence. Combining the historical sweep and elegance of Kurosawa with the visceral action of Tarantino, this is a saga following the trials and tribulations of a young female warrior who travels the countryside unendingly as she works to gain the rank of samurai, a title no man, monster, or myth can give to her, but one she will have to take for herself.
Mm-hmm. Make your own destiny.
Exactly, right? I'm excited to see where this will go.
I am too.
And then our final issue this week is The Approach. This is a new horror miniseries from Jeremy Hwan and Jason A. Hurley. And Jess Hervas is writing it, who drew The Empty Man. There's a storm that's coming that's bringing more than bad weather. When an airport employee's Mac and Abigail, wow, okay, that was weird, find themselves snowed in on the blizzard, they witness a terrible plane crash. After pulling a survivor from the wreckage, they realize a terrifying truth, though. This plane has been missing for 27 years. The nightmare only just begins, though, as the people trapped in the airport soon find themselves confronted by what this plane actually brought back. And for those with a fear of flying, it's not the sky that deserves dread, but what lies beyond it.
What it brought back?
Mm-hmm. There's a elder god in the background of the snow if you didn't catch it. So, I'm scared. That's a thing. Yeah.
This looks great.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm excited to see where these will all go. But that is our titles this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there's comics.
So you probably okay, I just jump right into the news, but
before that, don't forget, guys.
Wait, what?
Comment and share our video.
What, Bobby? What?
I remembered there's no B. B is doing important B things, so I had to pretend to be B for a second.
I like it. You be B. And don't forget to like, comment, and share.
Yes. Okay.
Great call, Bobby. Now I'll get into it.
Yes, the news. Yes.
Have you been watching, or have you watched, I guess would be the right way to say this, Werewolf by Night yet? Which I would guess probably not, but it is not a TV show. It is just a movie, a 54-minute short.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I honestly, with how far back I am on Marvel, part of me is just pick and choose what I want to watch.
Yeah, that is true. That's fair.
It's so hard because I know there's one movie blocking me from continuing. But
Spider-Man, Far From Home.
People have sent it.
People want to know, Bobby.
I literally tried to watch it 3 times. I put it on and been trying to do other things. I can't do it. I can't watch it.
They want to see your reaction.
Watch this child be betrayed by people he trusts. I can't do it. Tom Holland is too precious a person. I can't do it.
We need you to do a reaction video of you watching the whole thing, the whole 3-hour movie or however long it is. That's what we need. Oh, Marge says hello. Hello, Marge.
Hello.
You look so distraught by that, Bobby. But we need a reaction video.
Anyways.
But anyway, Rick says Werewolf by Night is awesome, and it kind of reminds him of like a 1930s horror movie. But he said a 1930s horror movie where you could even watch it. Probably. He said,
you know what? I can watch 1930s horror movies because they just remind me of The Mummy at this point, or like Abbott and Costello horror movies. They remind me of those at this point, even though they're like legitimate horror movies.
Right, but you don't see all the gore, and
it's too old. It's too old at this point. I can't. It doesn't get.
He said it would be okay for Xavier, and I said, well, if it's okay for Xavier, do you think it'd be okay for Bobby? And he said, maybe.
Maybe. It's probably fair. The child's much braver than I am.
So I thought we'd start off with that because that was pretty funny. Let's get some sad news out of the way.
Yes.
If you're a fan of Murder, She Wrote or Angela Lansbury at all, she unfortunately passed away at 96. Today is the day. So, absolutely love her. That show I watched all the time, and I used to.
Same.
Yeah, I used to work and I did in-home care, and we would just do Murder, She Wrote, marathons.
Absolutely.
All the time, so.
Absolutely. Loved that show. Fascinating character.
Yeah. Amazing woman.
Always fun to kind of, watch the character and go like, you're a serial killer that's framing people, aren't you? Because of how many murders just following her. Yeah, exactly.
Gotta be.
But no, like, fantastic actress, and it is a tragedy to lose her.
Yeah. We already mentioned it, or you already mentioned it. Just I think we've even mentioned it on the show before, but people have very strong opinions about Chris Pratt being Mario, and so we'll see how it goes. We've seen a taste of what it sounds like in the preview, but we'll see how the actual show goes. I mean, there's been some good and some really bad renditions of Super Mario Bros. So we'll see which one this is.
That's fair. Like there are incredibly bad Mario movies. And honestly, like my thing is, there is a voice actor for him who has been doing him for years. Like I could imagine him who would love more of a part for that character. Absolutely. Right? But I can also see the
appeal of wanting somebody big. Yeah.
The studio opinion on like have someone big, even the studio opinion going like, we'll milk the controversy. We'll milk it for the money.
Yep. Because now people will want to know.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to say. Chris Pratt is not my first choice. If you wanted a big guy, there's a lot of people out there.
Dude, Bobby, honestly, when I first heard this, though, when I first heard the announcement, I didn't realize it was an animated show.
Oh, yeah, no. Chris Pratt as Mario is an interesting play. Like,
I was like...
Go back to Parks and Rec, like, size for him, right? That's, like, Honestly, here's who I would have put in. Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk as, he's been doing an incredible amount of voice acting. Very fun.
That would be an interesting take.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting take.
But I also like the idea, like you said, there's been somebody voice acting for him for years. That would be super cool. Whatever. We'll get what we got and we'll roll with it and see if we like it or not, and we'll comment accordingly. I will give it a fair shot, though. I will give it a fair shake.
You'll be better than me.
Yeah, that is probably true. Love you, Bobby, but unbiased opinion probably not happening.
No, not my thing. Not what I'm here for.
Someone's got to have an opinion. Okay, so the other thing that we have not talked about so much was that Fantastic Four, they're kicking off the Phase 6 for the MCU. It was supposed to be November 2024, and I heard now it's getting pushed to February 2025. So
I've got 2 years to make myself watch all of Phase 4? Is that what I'm hearing?
You have so much time, Bobby. Well, not a lot of time for you, because by the rate you haven't been watching, it might be a problem.
I mean, look, there's actually, honestly, there is a decent amount of television and movies behind that for Phase 4 I would need to watch. I don't know. It's weird. Multiverse stuff is weird, and how they're approaching multiverse stuff is weird, but like, good stuff came out of it. I love Shang-Chi. I loved Loki. I loved WandaVision. So, a lot of fun to be there. So yeah, interesting to see Fantastic Four be officially announced as like going to happen.
Right.
And will this be the Reed Richard that we met in Madness coming over? Will it just be John Krasinski as MCU's Reed Richard? It's all over the place. It's kind of hard to say. When we're
I'm so curious. Yeah. I freaking love John Krasinski though, but
yeah, no, I'd be down for either version of him. In fact, I would be down for him to meet himself.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'd be down for that.
Would be kind of fun. I think that'd be kind of fun. I think that would be really interesting.
While we're in the MCU, how about Wolverine and the Deadpool 3 announcement?
Look, Ryan Reynolds, you've known it had to be the case. Like there was no part of the universe that said this wasn't happening, even before it was announced. So it's just like
good. So good.
So happy. Yeah.
So, yep, of course. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman together in a movie. If you haven't watched the preview, go watch it. It's funny. And there we go. Gosh, we're just all about, MCU right now. But last but not least, if you haven't heard, the Blade movie is on hold after the director is now leaving. So,
yes.
It's now going to be September 6th, 2024 is the new release date, but, we'll see.
Who knows if that goes through. And, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3 getting pushed back through the entirety of Phase 4 into madness. Straight madness came out of that. So who knows what Blade being pushed what impact that will have.
Well, yeah, and I mean, whenever they change directors too, right? It could be a completely different vision. So we'll see.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll you want different visions. Let's talk about the Thor movies, okay? That's a trilogy. I haven't seen 4 yet, but that's a trilogy that's got shenanigans behind it.
Range.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's all the news we have this week, I believe. So don't forget. Like, comment, share, and participate in our contest.
Have a lot of fun, everyone.
Yeah. Take your pictures of you in your costume. Give it to us on Facebook.
Yep.
In the Messenger. All right. We will see you guys live 7:25 next week, Central Time.
Peace.
Bye.
And